Hello my e-kittens, and today we are back with another storytime video. The first one did really well with 268 views, so thank you so much for that. And since you guys really liked that video so much, I decided to do a second one, although it's a little bit late. Sorry about that. Anyway, I'm gonna start off this story with one question. Do you believe in ghosts? So, this story happened when I was about 13 to 15 years old. The place I lived, it was in the outskirts of a peaceful and quiet town, but there wasn't really much you could do. You could ride a bike, or walk around outside, or you could just stay inside and play some video games. That was kind of about all you could do. On this peculiar day, however, I was hanging out with some friends. We spent the whole day running around and exploring until the sun setted. But right before the sun started to go down, we decided to go out for a walk. We wanted to walk from the streets of my neighborhood into a forest that had a pathway that led to a nearby lake, so we did just that. The forest that led to the lake had a long dirt path that looked like it went on for maybe about a half a mile, good for a 20 to 30 minute walk, before it turned onto the road that led to the lake. There are trees on both sides of the road, and so tall it sort of made an arch that shaded it from the sunlight. We talked about life and things from school as we waited for the sun to fully set, so we knew when to go home. But our time was kinda set to a halt. I was practicing on my skateboard, trying to skate on the dirt for shits and giggles, thinking that I could somehow make it work. And as I tripped and failed, I decided to look up, and I noticed that there was a strange figure at the end of the road. It was like a tall, shadowy stick, and it looked maybe kind of like a person, but it was still swaying a little bit in the breeze. I decided to point it out to my friends, seeing if they saw it too, and they did. We made a few jokes about it, saying it was probably just some kind of scarecrow since it looks like it was at the edge of a field. But deep down inside, I had a feeling that something was off. I knew a man lived near the end of that road, but I'd never seen him before, despite my dad knowing who that man was. I didn't want to risk running into him if it turned out to be him. So me and my friends decided to turn around and walk back home before it went completely dark. The next day, I asked my dad if he could take us to the river house, since my friends never got to see it before. He agreed, and we all hopped into the back of his truck so we could enjoy the air outside as we rode down the dirt road. As we drove down this dirt path from yesterday, I decided to keep my eye open for that figure, trying to figure out if maybe it was just a scarecrow or stick, but to my surprise, it was gone. At the end of that road, there was nothing but a field, and no sign of anything that could have been that figure that me and my friends saw that late afternoon. We were all in shock, and I tried to ask my dad about it. Maybe it was just his friend at the end of that road who we just happened to mistake him for some kind of mysterious figure or scarecrow. However, to my surprise, I was told that the man hadn't lived in that house for months, and he passed away not too long ago. So, did we see a ghost? To this day, none of us know. And I don't dare go back to that road just to find out. And as the question I asked you, do you believe in ghosts? You can leave that in the comments below. As for me, I'm kinda in the in-between. I'm more of a skeptic, but at the same time, I do think there is something out there that we haven't seen. Well, that's it for today's story time. If you like it, please like and subscribe or leave a comment down below. I'm Kimoneko and I'll be out.